Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is a video from the SpaceX Dragon Crew 2 takeoff. You'll see some kind of a strange object. Now, I don't know if it's necessarily a UFO or it could just be, maybe a part of the rocket, but it's definitely something moves past the screen here. And then I also have another one. This is from Mr. MBB333. He catches something right here going, at the bottom corner of this thing, and it's just there for a second. I also have this video here of John Lennon talking about a UFO he saw in New York. Here's a news clip from 2000 about some mysterious lights over Arizona. Also have this video about the Hessdalen lights in Norway. This is something that happens on a regular basis. Found this on Reddit here. This is a illustration, or these are illustrations of different types of grays that have been found at crash sites. Also have this little image here showing, all of these different sites around the planet that are arranged in the same way as Orion's belt, and even they're arranged as Orion's belt. And the last two aren't necessarily about UFOs, but I figured if you are into UFOs and things like that, that you would appreciate these two videos. This is about a Russian cyber farm, and the last is this guy on this hoverboard. I had seen a video. I couldn't remember where I saw the video of some guy cruising down the street on a hoverboard. So when I did a search for it, I couldn't find that video, but I did find this. So anyways, let's check out this video here. Let me go full screen. Now, this one here, it happens real fast. So let me go back to about here. Now, of course, there it is right there. That's all that was. Now, of course, there's particles of ice and things like that. But this thing, let's see if I can catch it right. There it is. Yeah, this, I don't know if that's a probe, like one of our neighbors who's checking us out, or if it's part of the rocket, or just maybe space debris. It definitely looks like it's spinning. It didn't look like it was a controlled flight, right? It's just something that's spinning. But anyways, this next one here, now, this guy, Mr. MBB333 caught this. Now, this is a 10-minute video, but this is the part where he talks about it. So, you just have to go to this time stamp here, 4:25. But let me just enlarge in this and go back a little so you see what we catch here.
Coming in from right to left. There it goes. This one here seems to be a little bit bigger, and it just seems to be kind of tumbling. I don't know what that was. It's hard to tell.
All right, here it comes.
It gets interesting. Watch down here. You're going to see something large.
Do you see that?
Definitely intelligently designed. That wasn't just some.
Yeah, there it is. And that's it. And then, he goes on and talks about that. But it's really, you can definitely see this is something that's designed, like he says. But now, whether it's our neighbors, space debris, space junk, something that came off of this launch here, can't say. But anyways, a link will be in the description. Let me go on to this one here. I got a lot to show today. Yeah, so now this is John Lennon talking about a UFO he saw. Let me just go back a little bit right about here.
Over here. Up there, I saw a UFO, and it went down the river, turned right at the United Nations, turned left, and then down the river. It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a balloon, and it was so near.
And it looked sort of round, white,
just like
and silent.
Silent, and it looked dark like black or gray in the middle and had white lights, just looked like light bulbs, just going off, on, blink, 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 around the bottom, and on top was a red light. If you see a little note on...
Yeah, again, this is where I find it hard to believe why people question, because I've seen a UFO when I was a kid, and I lived next to a military base. My father was in the military, so I know what helicopters and what jets look like. So when I saw a UFO, I knew it wasn't anything that I had grown up seeing. And my father, he was in Vietnam. He was in planes that were followed by those Foo Fighters that the World War II pilots talked about. So yeah, there was never a question in my mind about the existence of UFOs or aliens. So that's why I always found it strange that adults, again, this is when I was a kid, that there were adults who would deny the existence of UFOs. And now that I'm a little older, and I understand that there are some people who are just willfully ignorant. They, for religious or other reasons, they have to deny the existence of UFOs. But and I've also come to learn that, according to the Lacerda interviews, that there are some people who are just programmed to not believe anything about this whole UFO phenomenon. And I really have to believe that, because I find it strange that supposedly intelligent people are still questioning whether or not this is all true. Like, when I go through a lot of different sites, and I still see people questioning whether Bob Lazar was telling the truth, or, whether Luis Elizondo is who he says he is. And to me, it's just crazy. Of course, this is all true. But anyways, let me go on here. Yeah, check this out. This is a story from 2000. Of people talking about UFOs. So to those people who are still waiting for disclosure, like, what are you waiting for? What do you expect someone to say?
Blue skies in the East Valley. A lot of people called us on it. Diane Ryan has the story.
It is a case for the X-Files. Strange lights in the skies over the East Valley. Caught on camera by Ernie Summers.
We had a camcorder out here, and I came out, checked, didn't see them. We went into the house for a minute. I came back out, and they were just hovering right over the southeast of us.
Ernie was in the backyard of his Gilbert home with his wife and 3 daughters when they looked up into the sky around 8 o'clock last night.
Just kind of coasted along, and it caught, and then it started gaining speed, and getting higher altitude, and it caught up with the other one.
10 minutes later, the Summers say the lights vanished as mysteriously as they appeared. A lot of other people are seeing those red lights too, from Portland, Oregon to Nags Head, North Carolina. Their reports are posted right here on the UFO Center website. That's some comfort for the Summers family, but they still find these lights a little frightening.
It makes me nervous. I have children, what is it? Why isn't anybody saying anything about it?
That's what Jim Kelly of the Mutual UFO Network wants to know. Members of his group are spotting these lights too.
We need to know what's flying around out there for our own safety. Do we need to worry where we should panic? No, of course not. We don't know what it is yet.
For now, Kelly is calling these lights UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Diane Ryan, Fox 10 News.
Yeah, like I've said many times, these are our neighbors. Most of them have to be our neighbors. I mean, it only makes sense. Like, there are cave paintings. People have been talking about sighting UFOs for literally thousands of years. It just baffles me that people are still questioning. Here's this another video about these Hessdalen lights. Now these lights, this happens on a regular basis, which is why this person was able to set this camera up here. But yeah, I don't know why this guy waited. This light here. I mean, let's see it. Yeah, you got to go through 1 minute and 30 minutes of this video, before this thing finally shows up. Like I said, this happens on a regular basis, which would indicate to me that this has to be a flight path. I live next to an airport. I see planes coming and going on a regular basis. If I wanted to, I could set up a camera and catch airplane lights coming in. If that's what's happening here, wouldn't a reasonable person come to the conclusion that this must be one of the flight paths of our neighbors as opposed to our visitors? Anyways, let me go on to this next video here, or this next link here. Check this out. These are just illustrations of different grays, or gray type creatures that have been found in crashed UFOs. Look at all these different, and maybe some of these are made up, but there is video from the Disclosure Project that happened in 2001. This is when Stephen Greer, I don't know what's going on with him now, but when he first came out, with his Disclosure Project, he had that one guy talking about how there were 57 different species that our government has categorized in over 70 different types of crafts. And, they all have different levels of intelligence, different levels of technology. But one thing they all mentioned that, most of them had, he called it bilateral symmetry. Most all of them had 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 arms, legs. But anyways, let me go on to this next image here. Yeah, I thought, this was very interesting. I know, again, there are people who want to who want to deny that that these pyramids are positioned in the same way as Orion's belt. But, I mean, it's pretty obvious to me. And, what this shows is that any civilization that travels through the galaxy uses stars as a way of getting around, to direct themselves from, I guess, one location to another. So if any passing ship, an alien ship passing our planet, would obviously scan the planet. And if they scan the planet and they, encounter this shape, that tells them that, that we're an intelligent species down here, and that, we understand constellations, and that we also travel the stars. At least that's what I was told. Let's see. These last two, not anything to do with, aliens or UFOs, but I thought it was very interesting. This is a very cool commercial about this guy trying to find workers for his cyber farm.
They say that we have bedrock. This is bullshit. We don't need them. But we suffer from air turbulence. It was going for 2 years by post of Russia. Ждешь потом, пока те... it's an alien ship. We took it apart for металлолом.
Полетели коптеры, полетели сизые, по полю, по полюшку, ой, да по небу сознава. Ой, железная ты птица, не понять тебе меня. Все летает над землицей, коптер птица без гнезда. На земле сидел андроид, опустивший голову. Отчего тоскует робот от апгрейда нового? Ой, да ты как система, как с тобой управиться, тебе ничего не знаем, только нам все нравится.
These mountains are farmed, so we need new human workers all over the world. Friendly team, big ambitions.
Anyways, I can't play too much of this video, but you know, I think it's kind of, yeah, this is his wife. That's kind of funny. Great commercial. Or if it is a commercial, I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, let me go to this last one here. Yeah, I had, you know, I don't remember where I was looking, but there was this clip of this guy on a hoverboard cruising through this city. And it was very, very short. So when I went to, you know, I don't know why I didn't save it then, but when I went to do a search for it, I couldn't find it. But I did find this video here. And I think this is from this company, Omni Hoverboards. But check this out. I mean, how cool is that? But, you know, one thing I wanted to point out, like how noisy that was, right? So, you know, a lot of these other drones that we're seeing that people are videotaping, there is no noise. So it's definitely, you know, not a man-made drone if it's silent. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.